Today we have with us here the HOD of Botany at MG Science Institute, Ahmedabad, Dr. Alpana Shukla, and she will be answering some of our questions today. Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
So, ma'am, please give a brief introduction of yourself, and then we can start with the questionnaire.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Namaste. I'm Alpana Shukla. I'm the head of Botany Department at MG Science Institute in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, India. MG, for your information, stands for Mafatlal Gagalbai Institute. Contrary to the fact that many of us might always think MG as Mahatma Gandhi. So, and I have been teaching at this institute since last 27 years. And it is also my alma mater because I studied MSc over here. And I have done my PhD in remote sensing subject, which was of grassland mapping using remote sensing. And my interest is in environmental research, and I guide students also for that. And I have some papers published in national and international journals. I'm also the vice president of the Indian Society of Geomatics Ahmedabad chapter, and that is a brief introduction about myself. I'm happy to be talking with all of you.
Yes, ma'am. So the first question I would like to ask you is, what are the key factors that keep you connected with the education sector?
I would say my enthusiasm to learn and to know that in each day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. And in the effort to learn something, to better myself, I love teaching and I learn every day.
So, ma'am, being the head of department, what is your philosophy of leadership?
I think leadership is more a part of management. And as the head of the institute, as the head of the Department of Botany, I believe in informal style of leadership. And I believe that teamwork is more the essence of successful organization. And so that is what I feel.
Okay, ma'am. So, in your experience, what can an inbound student gain from studying in your institute?
Number one, I would say all-round development, be it in academics or co-curricular activities or extracurricular activities. We focus on the all-round development of our students. And I would say one-on-one interaction, because we have very good experienced faculties, and we care for the betterment of our students and their progression, how they progress from BSc to MSc, because ours is mainly a UG college. So I think that is two most important things. And above all, I feel that they get a chance to take part in active research. So that is what I think they get.
So, how does the curriculum or academics of your institute ensure the best practice of the industry?
Well, in most of our curricula, we have industry visits. We have talks with industry. We also have MOUs with some of the famous industries, pharmaceutical like Zydus Cadila and all, with the Pollution Control Board, and with many good organizations of A grade. And I feel that we also have a placement cell. And till date, many of our students who were interested in taking up jobs after BSc have been able to get them. Even TCS has given jobs to our students, Zydus Cadila for one, and so many others. And I think that's how we keep in touch with the industry, and we try and join our students with the industry.
Okay, ma'am. So, any insights into how your institute could be more welcoming to students of different races or economic backgrounds?
But we already have students from all walks of life and from different economical background. Because government of India sees to it that we always have a fair amount of students from various categories, be it general or SC, ST or OBC or physically challenged, all those. And we have students from all economic backgrounds also. Only thing I would say is we also have some international students, but we would love to have more and more international students.
So, what do you think are your roles and responsibilities to the institute and to the students?
I think the prime role for my institute is the fact that I have to give my best, and my dedication, my loyalty, and I'm here to teach. That is my number one priority. So, timely completion of my courses, syllabi that is assigned to me, regularity in my approach, and discipline. All these are my responsibilities. But over and above that, our mission is to have all-round development of the students. So I also take it upon myself to enroll myself in various environmental organizations and enroll my students also. I am running our college's Mitti Eco Club. Then I'm also the IQAC chairperson of the college. And to as a head, it is my responsibility, I think, to make a bridge between my staff and the management through the principal, sir. That is one thing, and which I think I am doing to the best of my ability. And towards students, I feel that I must explain them, to inculcate in them the curiosity, the asking and learning part of the syllabi, and not only just a rote method or anything, but to explain everything in their basic and their principles, so that I can nurture thinking in them. The thinking process is very important according to me, and that they can take part in all different activities of the college.
Yes, ma'am, that's definitely important. So, ma'am, what do you think should be the institute's, MG Science Institute's top priority over the next 10 years?
See, MG Science has been one of the best institutes this year in the Gujarat state framework of ranking. We have received the 5-star category, which is the highest. And so we are, thank you. We are the proud owners of the 5-star ranking, and we also have been ranked at A grade by NAAC, which is the National Accrediting Agency. So I think that in the next 10 years, I would say that MG Science Institute needs to have more and more coordinations and interactions with other organizations and linkages. That is very, very important, because these days we cannot afford to be just one spot in the world, but we have all to be united. So linkages is number one thing. And I would also give a lot of priority to experiential learning, because at undergraduate level, unfortunately, in many syllabi, experiential learning is not compulsory. So I would like to see MG Science doing that more and more. And that can be possible only when we have autonomy in academics. So that is our goal.
Yes, ma'am. So when you first came to MG Science Institute, what was your vision for the institute, and has it evolved over time, and how far along in implementing that vision are
Uh, when I first came to this institute, that was in the year 1994, and I was part of a whole big team. At that time, we used to be nine lecturers in the Department of Botany, and now we are down to four. So at that time, my vision was more for my betterment and my learning. And I always believe that if my students learn something, gain something, then my institute will definitely come up. And that was all that I ever wanted at that time, that my students flourish. The students of MG Science should flourish and they should have all-round development. That was the vision. And we have all worked as a team tirelessly towards that. And as I told you before, we have received A grade in the last 10 years twice. And we are again going for our third accreditation cycle. And I'm hoping for the best. So this is what I feel.
Okay, ma'am. So what would you like people to know about your institute that they may not know?
One fact that I'm very proud of as an MGite is the fact that Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, the father of space science of India, has actually worked at my institute in one of the rooms. And before he started physical research laboratory in Ahmedabad, he used to work there. And I think his aura and the aura of such learned and exemplary scientists is with my institute. So I think many of us do not know, but I always tell my students that MG Science is blessed to have this wonderful aura of such people. And that is what I would like everybody to know. So if you believe in positivity, then you should join MG Science Institute.
Ma'am, that's a fascinating fact you told about. And ma'am, what do you think are your institute's greatest strengths?
I think a very strong, supportive, and proactive management is our number one strength, because we are managed by the Ahmedabad Education Society, which is a wonderful management. So that is number one thing. Number two, experienced faculty. We are 54 faculty currently teaching in 10 different undergrad subjects and 2 postgrad subjects. And most of us have more than 20 years of teaching experience. So I think experienced faculty is second, and a wonderful infrastructure, state-of-the-art laboratories and big infrastructure is our, I think, the strength.
Yes, ma'am. So what are some of the biggest challenges you see for higher education in general and for your institute specifically?
I wouldn't call it a challenge, but the new education policy that has come is wonderful, and so we are looking forward to starting to follow that new education policy. And the challenge for us would be to get the academic autonomy, at least, if not administrative. And another thing that I personally feel is the fact that over the last few years, I have seen decreasing interest of students in pure sciences, and sometimes also in botany, my subject. So I think it is a challenge for us to get more and more students to learn pure sciences, pursue pure sciences and research. I remember I once had the privilege to hear our Professor and Dr. Abdul Kalam And he said that if everybody goes to industry and applied sciences, who will do research and who will go for pure sciences? And he was one person who motivated all of us at that time to pursue pure sciences. And that is what I feel is a challenge now, because in today's age, more and more students want to pursue applied sciences. So that is one thing.
Yes, ma'am. So lastly, I would like to ask you that are there any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and the aspiring students?
I always feel that follow your heart and all else will follow. So I would like to tell all students, all aspiring students, to follow thy own heart and all else will follow. Don't fall into the herd mentality. Never ever think that you are different, so there is something wrong with you. Being different may be something better. So I would like to say that to all the students of today's generation.
Ma'am, thank you for the insightful interview. It was great talking to you. We learned so much. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And if there's anything I can do to help, I'm there on Facebook, I'm there on the MG Science website, and you can always contact me. Thank you.